What is going on, everybody? Russell here. Today we're going to be fixing what I think is the biggest issue with the Mk7 Gti. Alright guys, so like I said, today we're going to be fixing what I think is the biggest issue with the Mk7 Gti. Let me get inside and show you guys. So here's my 2017 Reflex Silver Performance Package Sport GTI. So, here we go. This is what I think the biggest issue is. Look at this. Look how freaking crazy this is. Boom. So I never really realized how bad and sloppy and long the shifts were on my GTI until I got my S2000, which some say has one of the most perfect transmissions and shifters ever made put into a performance car. So my guys over at ECS Tuning know that I'm a little bit upset about this, and they said, "Hey Russell, let me hook you up. Let me make your GTI experience not so bad, because we know you're making all these videos. You can't be out making videos shifting gears, having these long drags." They want to help me get my ET time down at the drag strip. We got to get down below that 13 number. We're getting the 12s, maybe the 11s. Maybe some drag radials coming up soon. But what's in this box is going to fix our issue. We're going to have quicker shifts. We're going to be making more moves, better times at the drag strip, and get closer and closer to that magical 12. So let's open this box up and see what exactly they sent. So I'm wondering. That's another one of my pet peeves. If you lean up against the button here, it always does it. I'm wondering, are there going to be any stickers? Is there going to be any t-shirts, any swag? Let's see. Now, these guys, ECS Tuning, are actually, surprisingly, only like 40 minutes away from where I live. Maybe not even that long. I'm not exactly sure. They're just over the Ohio line, and if anybody knows, I'm just over the PA line here, just north of Pittsburgh, in my awesome swanky apartment garage right now. We are already doing some work up the other garage. Let me drop a clip here real quick. So what we have here, if anyone has guessed it, no stickers. So I'm a little bit upset. You know, I love my stickers. I love putting stickers on my car. I was hoping these guys were going to hook me up with stickers. So that's one tick down. But anyways, we have billet adjustable side-to-side shift knob, shift linkage. We also have a special treat for select customers only. I guess I'm a select customer. Win a $100 voucher. Yeah, so a $100 wine voucher? Kind of strange, ECS Tuning, but alright, we'll take it. So we have the side-to-side shift kit, and then we have the front and back shift kit. Now it says, we're gonna see, it says that it will reduce your throws by up to 40%. So we're gonna see. We're gonna do this install video, and then we're gonna do a quick review, see exactly where it's at and how it works. So first things first, we have to dive into the engine bay, and we're gonna take out the intake. Now I have this super duper expensive, obviously better than anything else, Apr Intake. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this out. It's just a couple bolts, and then I'm gonna go ahead and undo this, and it'll give us full access to the shifter down there. So once you get your intake off, why am I so dark? You have full access to what you need. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and remove these, and then we're gonna remove this bolt and take it off. This thing feels really crappy. Remove that. So, and see if we can move that out of the way. That'd be a big help. But, all right guys, so I did just get this off. It wasn't that bad at all. After I watched the video, it looked like he had to really crank on this thing. Really wasn't that bad at all. It wasn't on there that bad. One thing he did make mention of is that when you go to tighten it back up, you have to make sure that you don't over tighten it. Don't Teddy West side it. Don't use the wrong ratchet. Use a small ratchet for a small bolt, please, please, please. So I did get a little bit triggered because I didn't know if ECS had sent me instructions, but then I looked on the website and all their stuff is on the website. And there that goes again. And the smart thing, that's honestly the smart thing to do, save paper and whatnot. But first thing I'm gonna do here is take the new shift kit, and we're gonna select the most aggressive selection on here, and we're gonna add the most weight so it feels the best, the most aggressive shifting that we can possibly get. We're gonna see how this goes. So let me crank this thing open real quick. I'm gonna take out all the counterweights. I'm gonna take out the actual bar, I guess you wanna call it, itself. Counterweight 1, I'm gonna put these all on this nice little $100 off wine coupon, which if they're $100 off, how expensive is their wine? It's gotta be really expensive. So I think I'm gonna put all the counterweights on it, or should I put none of the counterweights on it? Real quick, I feel like all the counterweights are gonna make it shift in really easily, and no counterweights would make it harder. So they give me 5 counterweights, maybe we'll put on 3 and see how that feels. But this piece here feels pretty solid. One thing it does. So what's really important is the stock has a flat piece that it'll only go on one way, and that's super important, and I'm actually really glad that that's on here. If that wasn't on here, I'd be pretty upset. What you do now is go ahead and honk your horn. You have all these different bolts. It's nice because they do give you new hardware for even like the top mount nut. Now what they said is the further in you go to the right, the more aggressive it's going to get. I like the aggressiveness, so I'm going to put that on the whole way over here. Alright guys, so I have it, put it back in, installed it, so we're just going to hook up this real quick and put our 13 millimeter nut back on, and then we're going to see how much of a difference it actually made. See how I'm using a smaller ratchet? Go ahead, throw this back on, bring this guy in, and then we'll be set. We have the short throw shifter in there, so we're gonna see exactly how much better it works. I'm really excited. That was probably one of the easiest mods I've ever done on this car. Not saying I've done a ton of mods, but that literally took maybe all of 10 minutes of actually work once I actually found out. Holy shit. Wow. That is stout. I can't find neutral. I don't know if I need more weight. It is like really hard to shift. Let me see if I can figure this out. I can't find fucking neutral. This is gonna take some getting used to. I might honestly take it out and put it on a little bit longer of a throw. Like it's honestly that ridiculous. Like I can't even, like, it's quick. It's really hard to move though. I don't know if more counterweights would help or if less counterweights would help. I'm not an engineer, I'm not really sure. Alright, so what just happened experience was I put it the most radical, which is a 40% reduction, which is almost too much. It's kind of hard to find neutral. So what I'm going to do is see if I can do it without even taking it out and just move this over 1, and we're going to see how much bigger of a difference it makes. I just switched it one click over. I'm not exactly sure what that is, so we're going to see how big of a difference it makes, and hopefully you guys could see the first time I did this. We're going to see. That's better. I can actually find neutral, and it's very quick. It's definitely a lot shorter though. It takes a little bit of work to put it into neutral. It's the only thing I don't like, but I do like where it's at. I think I might try and mess with the counterweights real quick and see how it feels. So let's do that. Alright, so as you guys can see, I just went ahead and took off all the counterweights, and we're going to see if it is better or worse. I'm assuming it's going to be worse. It's going to be harder to push in, so we're going to see. I'm gonna put this in, then we're gonna test it out. All right, so here we go. No counterweights this time. That actually feels really good. I think the more counterweights you put on, the harder it is to shift. So I might put 1 or 2 back on. So I think what I'm gonna do is put 1 on and then tighten it all back up and see how it feels. Feels really good. So what I'm gonna say is one weight. Apparently, when you put more of these on, it gets harder to shift. The first one that was the most aggressive was too hard. It was too much for me. And I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this all up. All right, guys, so quick review of the shift lever, like I was saying. Great quality, easy install. It really took me maybe like 10-15 minutes if I knew exactly what I was doing. Probably even less than that. Wasn't bad at all. It might have been a little bit worse if you have your stock intake on. The only tools that I used were 13mm ratchet on the small ratchet, and then I used a pair of channel locks to get my intake off, and then I used one of the, I forget what the heck it's called, the T, what number it was the smallest T attachment that I had, just to get my intake off again. I don't know if you need that if you have a stock intake, but the results are amazing. It's really cool. I can't wait to drive it. I'm going to do a review for you guys driving, and then we're going to do the side-to-side short shift once I get up to the shop. So anyways, guys, again, thanks for watching this video. If you like the short shifter, I'll put a link down in the comments, a link in the description below where you guys can go check it out. There's probably a link somewhere else floating around. Go to ECS Tune and pick one up. I'm going to text Eddie right now and tell him how sweet this is. It's actually pretty cool. For how cheap it is, I'm surprised they didn't do it sooner. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.